Hi, welcome to my first tutorial for Java for beginners. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first, so what is Java? Java is an object-oriented programming language that produces software for multiple platforms. So when a programmer writes a Java application, the compiled code, known as bytecode, runs on most operating systems, including Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. And I think instead of explaining all the nitty-gritty things, we can skip that part and start writing some codes. So let's get started. Okay, so for this example, I'll be using an IDE called Eclipse. Well, actually, the screen that you see right now, this one is Eclipse IDE. And just to let you know, an IDE or integrated development environment enables programmers to consolidate the different aspects of writing a computer program. So to make it simple, we can use IDE to write program and run it. So first of all, let's make a class. So here, click on Files and select New and select class. Oh wait, my video record is not showing these options, but if you select the file, it should show a selection called new, which will show an option of a class. So if you click on it, actually it should show a pop-up dialog that says Java class, create a new Java class. It's not displayed on my recording, so maybe we'll skip that, and I'll give a name for this class called first program. And we'll also create an extra main method. Okay, so I've made a sample class called first program. So first of all, you might be wondering, wait, what are classes? What is a class? So classes are basic concept of object-oriented programming, which revolve around real-life entities. So technically, classes like a user-defined blueprint or prototype from which objects are created. I think more than explaining the things, by getting your hands on it can actually help you understand further in details. But I'll make a video for it as well. So we can skip that and move on. So now, since we have this class, you might be wondering, what is this public static void main, and what is this doing inside here? Okay, so just to let you know, this main method is like a little code that runs your code. So technically, in order for you to run a program, you would need at least one class and this main method. This method is necessary in order to run your code. So I will have to show you an example for it. Okay, so let's write your first program that displays a text called Hello World. It's a very simple thing. You just display a text on a console. And the console, for this case, is this part. It's going to display a Hello World text down here. So first, in order to do that, actually in Java, there is a statement which prints the argument passed to it. And it's called system.out.println. So let's write it over here. System.out.println. Okay, so you might be wondering, what is a system? So system is like a Java's built-in class. And actually, if you hover over the class or the code, it will show some description. But anyway, the system is a class and this print line is a method. And you might be wondering, well, you mentioned about method, but what is a method in Java? Okay, to make it simple, a method is like a block of statements that has a name and can be executed by calling, also called invoking. So as you can see, this method has a name called println. So as I mentioned, the println method displays results on the monitor. Usually a method is invoked by, well, the object name. So in here, we'll use an apostrophe. And in here, we can write hello world, something like this. And in Eclipse's case, if you want to run this main method, in order to display this hello world to the console down here, you can press this green button up here, which is run. So I've clicked this, and as you can see down here, now it has displayed hello world. So you've technically successfully was able to run your first code with Java. Okay, so before closing, you might be wondering, what is the thing? The thing that has this slashes and highlighted in green. And actually those are called comments. And comments are, well, for documenting your own code. For example, like you can leave a comment about what your code does and so forth. For example, let me give you an example. For example, like this. This displays hello world to the console. And even if you run this, it won't affect the code. It's just for documenting, so it's going to be useful. And in order to write a comment, remember to write these two slashes. Or actually, there's another way to write a comment. Slash and asterisk, and click enter. Then you can write like all these kind of comments as well. But we won't need this, so let's keep it like this. So I think that's about it for now. So thank you, and I'll be making more videos. And since this is my first YouTube video, the quality should have been quite bad. And yeah, I'll be improving and uploading more tutorials from now on. So please subscribe. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.